Obviously, this is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar, and it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Crowder with a steal. Paul passes to Booker, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Paul against Morant. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Fires from deep. They get it again. Here's Ayton. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Crowder for 3. Booker, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
Morant against Hall, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And another miss by Memphis.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Booker. Adams grabs the miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the score by Phoenix. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brooks finds Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
Booker for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Ayton, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Morant. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Adams. Paul passes to Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. And here's Morant outside. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And that one misses. The Suns leading. And there's the lob. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Crowder has done such a great job of carving out a career as being a tough and dependable defender.
Outside Morant. Here's Adams. That shot, no good. Ayton with the defensive effort. It's Booker on the wing. Adams grabs the miss. Booker's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the Suns miss again.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Paul for 3. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Suns on top, up by 4. And we'll be back in just...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Memphis trailing here. Morant, the pass to Adams. The 3 is up. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Adams. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Jackson finds Morant. Puts up a 3. And it's Morant again missing. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Here's the 3. Morant missing again.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. He drops it from range.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
It's Bridges on the wing. Crowder a screen on Morant. Down low. It's tipped. Up top, Bridges. Defended by Jackson. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's Slammed in by Adams.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. The open shot by Brooks. Good, and the setup by Morant. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast breaks.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
From deep three-point range. Back to Payne. Paul with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Outside Morant, lets it fly. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he gets it back. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Paul. Missed inside. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 11.
And put your hands together and get loud for the Grizzlies.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And the basket by Payne. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the
Oh, man!
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Paul from deep three-point land. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. That one goes. Count it. Morant's got 17 points.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 in the second half.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him.
Oh,
man!
Nobody is stopping that.
Way up there in the rafters.
Insane!
What a finish!
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Jackson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And that one falls for Jackson. And here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he gets that one.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time, Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
Outside Morant. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And they're able to recover. Three-pointer, Brooks. Offensive rebound. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. The three. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
From deep, Morant. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. It's Booker on the wing. He's got 14. Knocks down the long J.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
From deep. Bane, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame. Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Throws it up high. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's the break. It's Booker on the wing for the lead. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Bane, trying to get back on track. Outside for Morant. From behind the arc. That one off the back iron and out. The Suns have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Right side Booker. Ball finds Booker. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jackson for 3. The rebound by Devin Booker. Here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-3 run. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Now here's Bane from deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More NBA on 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. The 3 from Bane. The Suns clear it. Bridges outside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. The drive by Morant, and he lobs it up, and the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Ball passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Memphis leading. From deep. Morant, no good. Here's Phoenix. Here's Paul. And stolen by Bane. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
For 3, Booker. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Oh, deflected. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Bridges. Now Paul. The 3. They grab their own miss. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Booker against Bane. Jackson outside. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Bridges outside. The fader. Ball can't get it to go.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The 3, Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Tries to break his ice. Outside for Morant. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Fires from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And now a 5-point Memphis lead.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Booker, the rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. From deep, Bane.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Fires from the wing. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one. And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
He buries it from 3. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Outside Morant. 4-3. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. On the wing, Crowder. Left side, Booker. From downtown, Brooks with the rebound. Memphis shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Takes it inside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side. And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Morant, pass to Brooks. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Money.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
It falls. And that one brings them within 1.
That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Right side, Paul. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of...
Impressive first teams tonight, Steve. Both of these squads fully engaged on the defensive end.
It will be a low-scoring outing tonight, but they all say it in all sports, and in basketball it works. Defense wins championships.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
On the wing, Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
George against Bridges. Shot from the top of the key. That one rolling around and rims out. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Now, here's Bridges. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the shot's good from Crowder.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
Leonard on the wing. Looking to end the run. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubats. 5 to shoot. For 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Booker outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats the Zubats.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Wall. Here's George. Bridges with some nice defense.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And it's the Suns with the ball.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
On the wing, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Paul, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Paul looking around. It's stolen by Wall. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
First personal foul.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Leonard, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
16 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Booker. And Zubats with the block. And they get it back. 4 seconds left. Booker, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Another thing that stands out is how they've contested shots. They're not making it easy for the opponent, and it shows with those block numbers.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
I mean, it's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. George up top. Defended by Bridges.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
Leonard fires away from outside. Here's Zubats. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
They get it back. Ayton. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubats.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Going inside. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Bridges. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. And stolen by Booker. The drive by Paul. Ayton finds Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. It's hauled in by Paul George. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 8 points.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Bridges against George. Outside Leonard. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Paul.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Leonard on the wing. George sets a screen for Leonard. To the middle. And it's George missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Zubac. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul finds it. Back to Paul. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
The buzzer beater.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Left side, George. It's not going to go for him. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's sent back by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Well, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
6 on the shot clock. Leonard kicks to Wall. Leonard against Crowder. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Booker outside. Here he goes. And he comes up with the deuce. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. He can't predict what he's going to do.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this one. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends. and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Ball passes to Zubac, and stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. There's the lob to Bridges. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've picked up 11 straight. Here's the floater. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
George passes to Zubac. Powell for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking for George. He gets it there. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Phoenix grabs the miss. Leonard with the steal. It's George on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Back to Booker. Down low, Powell with the steal. Outside Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 5 now.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Paul passes to Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. Back to Booker. And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
35 seconds left in the third. Oh, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
And both free throws good from Paul.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Here's Wall. Paul with the steal. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And Paul launches it from deep. It's rebounded by John Wall. In the corner, George with it. Bridges with the steal. 1 second left. That one, no good. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So he comes up empty at the line. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
On the wing, Bridges. Back to Booker. Passes it to Crowder. Shot clock at 5. The shot comes out. The Clippers shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. And Wall kicks to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. There's the lob to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker from past the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball passes to George. From the wing, Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Leonard with the steal. Now Powell on the wing, George. Back to Powell. It's George on the wing. There's the triple. Pass to Zubats. He kicks it to George. Looking to get back on track here. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
LA basketball.
And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Paul fires from way outside. Bridges kicks to Paul.
2 minutes.
From deep. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Crowder. Now here's Paul. Got a piece of it. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. From about 16, Wall, no luck. Suns leading by 20. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good with the triple.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. For 3, Bridges. That one's not going to go. And here is Zubats. Leonard on the wing, defended by Booker. Here's Powell. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throw. That one on Ayton.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
Good on the second free throw. Phoenix with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Paul kicks to Booker. Paul with the ball. Back to Booker. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbed. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center. The shot by Russell, no good. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot is up. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
That free throw misses.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Pass to Anderson. It's Edwards on the wing. From deep three-point range. And Ayton pulls it down.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And he lobs it up top.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Shakes him. Tries again. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And Booker with the jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And it's out of bounds. To Minnesota. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Here's Russell. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Stolen by Russell. Right side Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And there's the lob. Hayden finds Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Pulls it from the corner. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Over Anderson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Anderson.
Paul plays with such force and smarts combined. I mean, he looks for contact and does a good job of drawing fouls on the way up.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work down. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter, and it's Russell in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
His first shot attempt. They grab their own miss. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Russell. Towns against Crowder. Clock at 6. The kick out to Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Got a piece of it.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Gobert finds Anderson. Off the mark there with a 3. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Bridges passes to Crowder. Here's Booker, and stolen by Edwards. And it's Russell on the drive. Outside, Anderson. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. It's good, and there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now Russell looking for his first basket, still in this one. The floater. Offensive board. Shot's good by Towns.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Crowder outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Paul with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And he's going for the lob! And Crowder with the jam. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bridges passes to Ayton, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
He's off on the second.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Gobert passes to Anderson. Ayton against Towns. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround.
There's a great rhythm to that shot. You see the practice hours.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Looking to get it going. And stolen by Booker. There's the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
Timberwolves shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Booker. 19 seconds left in the first half.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
And Phoenix has possession. Booker with it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
The 3 from Russell. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
35. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Anderson passes to Russell. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Towns finds Gobert. Lets it go from the wing. The shot by Towns, no good. Phoenix dominating the game. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Paul can't get it to go. Timberwolves shooting just 21% from the floor. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Russell, and the layup is good off the glass. Russell's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Free throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Booker no good. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And stolen by Paul. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
To the wing on the left. Back to Russell. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shot clock at 6.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
Here's Booker, and stolen by Gobert. Anderson passes to Towns. Yes, it's good. Towns has got 6.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
Phoenix foul. Jay Crowder. First personal foul. Second team foul.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Booker. Over Edwards. Booker no good. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Edwards finds Russell to the right side. And here's Gobert from the arc. Pass to Anderson. Hauled in by Paul. Anderson's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Booker. And scores off the crossover. Booker's got 27.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Crowder. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter. Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
For 3, Booker. That shot off the mark. And so it's Phoenix up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They've had incredible. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Anderson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. That's 29 for him.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Paul against Russell. And here's Gobert from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And so it's Minnesota with it. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Kept alive by Minnesota. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
It's Bridges on the wing. Booker, the pass to Paul. Over Russell. Paul can't get it to go.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Shoots. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Looking good, D'Angelo. Very smooth in your motion.
Paul passes to Crowder. Driving in. Phoenix no good that time either. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out left to the wing. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Another miss by Russell.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Right side Edwards. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Bridges. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Outside for Russell. Anderson against Ayton. Goes back up. Anderson can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. To the paint. And Booker with the jam.
What else is new? Booker, one of the best shot makers in the game. Still underrated in some circles.
Pass to Towns. Let's go with a 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. Ayton passes to Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
On the wing, Crowder. Booker, the pass to Bridges, and stolen by Gobert. It's a one-on-one situation. The open shot by Edwards. Here's Towns. An easy 2 on the layup.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride, but that fella's got some big feet too.
Crowder with a screen. They get the rebound. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Here's Booker. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Greg Anthony and Richard Johnson. Everyone's excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
Now we'll look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Paul passes to Booker. Fader on the way. And the shot is long.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
There's the lob to Jackson. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Bridges with the steal. The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Morant finds Brooks. Outside Jackson. Morant with a wide-open look. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 5.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man! Now here's Morant for 3. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. That's good from Paul on the assist from Crowder.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
The pass to Morant. To the inside. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Paul. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bounce pass from Bridges. A 3 from Morant. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Lobs it up for Crowder. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Morant drives in. Jackson in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
2 points, that one goes.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Morant outside. Morant with another miss. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Morant, that's for 2. And the Grizzlies get it back. Bain finds Morant. Here's the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Booker with no one around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
A 3 from Morant. Jackson dishes to Morant. Will it go? Morant with another miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
It's deflected. Stolen by Brooks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got 8 points.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are gonna let you take shots from deep.
On the wing, Booker. The tray. Rebounded by Jackson. Floats it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Phoenix ahead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Paul passes to Bridges. Booker in the post. Guarded by Bane. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Paul outside. Ayton trying to break free. Paul can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And a wide open look for Bane. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Morant on the wing, Bane. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Suns trail by 4. Paul dishes to Booker. From deep 3-point range, Grizzlies with the rebound. Bridges with the steal. Lobs it up for Crowder, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Adams with the slam.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Ball outside. Back to Booker. Looking to get it going. Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Paul passes to Bridges.
2 minutes
For 3, Booker. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth, because I like it when games become a little bit more physical, because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart, because the smart will take from the strong. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's the lob to Adams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Passes it to Booker. Bridges up top for the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Morant outside. Jackson kicks to Morant. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Suns on defense. Adams finds Brooks. Over Bridges.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 2. Hooker fires from way outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pops it up for Crowder. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep. No good that time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Thank you, David. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Memphis leading.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Bain. 3-pointer. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bain's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. And a deep 3 from Booker. They get the rebound. Ayton, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Adams. The 3. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 21.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Booker's got 15 points.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that 3-point answer.
Outside Jackson. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Morant. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Crowder. Stolen by Brooks. Morant left side. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ayton wide open. And again, it's the Suns missing.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't...
Oh, he's a high flyer!
Oh, that was nasty.
That's just filthy. With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
The drive by Booker. No good from 11 feet. Memphis leading by 9. Morant looking around. Dean finds Jackson, and another basket for Memphis.
With a versatile offensive skill set, Jackson has shown the ability to do damage in the mid-range.
Pass to Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payne for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Bridges doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Morant outside. Misses the 3. Suns trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Can they get it? And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Morant outside. Morant with another miss. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Ayton kicks to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 10. To the paint. Morant with the steal. To the middle. And Memphis with another turnover here.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. For 3, Booker, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Another bomb for him right now. His 3-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him. You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
Stolen by Brooks. Bain against Booker. Back to Bain. Here's Adams. And that one, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis. On the wing, Booker. Money from the wing. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Crowder against Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Here's Adams, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. First one falls for him. And so Adams nails both of them. Suns trail by 9. Paul dishes to Crowder. The drive by Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaren Jackson.
Just relentless off the drive. Booker is so strong.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Morant outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bain for 3. Here's Adams on the wing. Jackson. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Crowder. Bridges passes to Paul. Here's Hayton. A new 14 for the Suns. Crowder finds Booker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Pass to Adams. Brooks against Crowder. Right side Bain. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch. Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Loads it up there for Morant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Back to Brooks. Out to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. That shot missing. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Paul's shot is off.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Now Morant. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Offensive rebound. Brooks feeling it out a bit. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance lane, they showed just what a tough-minded group they
Hello out there, and get ready for... Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's George in at the 3. And the shot's good.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Paul against Wall. Outside Paul. Bridges on the attack. Uses the glass on the layup.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Leonard on the wing. First quarter of play, a minute in. Zubats with a screen on Crowder. Leonard can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Booker no good. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Powell. No good off the back of the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Paul. On the shot clock. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Here's Powell. Pass to Leonard, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
That free throw, no good.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
The Suns leading. It's Booker on the wing. Ayton, the screen on Powell. And Booker with the jam.
The quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Wall against Paul. Pulls it from 20. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Bridges passes to Booker. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:44 left now in the first quarter. Booker with it. Picked up by Powell. Crowder, the pass to Booker. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Pass to Leonard. That's tipped. Here's Wall. Inside. In transition, here come the Suns. And Paul gets it to go.
Well, everyone understands Mikal Bridges is a high-level defender and gets the steal, wastes no time getting it into transition.
Here's Wall. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now Paul. Outside Booker. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Here's Powell. And he gets it to go.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Powell against Booker. Shoots over Powell. They get it again. Back to Booker. Pass to Aiden. It's rebounded by George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Crowder left side. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Leonard right side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. To the inside. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Zubac. Deflected.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Booker with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. They grab their own miss. Here's Bridges. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Leonard. And he makes it.
Well, he's got size and he has touch. It makes interior scoring easy for Kawhi Leonard.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. It's Booker on the wing. Powell with a steal.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And Leonard no good on that one.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Booker finds Ayton. Ball with it. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. The Suns need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
For 3, Powell. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns leading.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Devin Booker found his rhythm early. He's sustaining the offense all by himself, and his teammates simply keep finding him.
Here's Wall. Out to Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Booker. It's tipped. Leonard outside. Nice D from Bridges.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Here's Powell. Oh, Booker with a block. Paul against Wall. Paul shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Powell against Booker. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
George outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Your Suns, 29. The Clippers, 16.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On the floor for the Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. Phoenix on D. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
No coverage that time. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Chris Paul at the line for 2.
Paul hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Leonard outside. Back to Wall. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Leonard finds George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges outside. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Leonard against Ayton. And there's Leonard on the assist by George. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. And the Suns lead by 15.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Well, one of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
And it's Paul off the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
Paul against Wall. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight.
2 minutes.
Here's Bridges. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A minute 53 left in the 3rd quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Powell to the paint. Nice D from Bridges. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Ayton with the stuff.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
George against Bridges. Now here's George. Tightly guarded. Zubats. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Crowder finds Booker. Ayton, a screen on Wall. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Inside. In transition, here they come.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Powell outside. Will it go? And he drives in. Stolen by Ayton. Oh, George with a steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Paul. Give him 8 points now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Powell for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's Phoenix. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Booker, the pass to Paul. The turnaround.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Leonard for 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Bridges passes to Paul. Here's Booker. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the dunk by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Crowder, a screen on Powell. Booker. And that one good. Booker's got 22 points.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Leonard passes to Wall. Zubats inside. He's guarded by Paul. It's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Leonard against Crowder. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Norman Powell.
Make no mistake, Jay Crowder has a craftiness that allows him to pick up fouls on his way to the cup.
It's both from the stripe. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Oh, there's the alley. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
And Booker puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Left side wall. Launches a three. The offensive rebound.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Ball against Zubac. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. Blocked again! And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And here are the Clippers now. They're on a 14-6 run. And he's going for the lob. In transition, here come the Clippers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You give this guy an opportunity, and Norman Powell doesn't need a lot of encouragement. The defense a little late there, so he'll go to the charity stripe.
He hits the second from the line. Powell with a steal. Good work defensively by Crowder. And so here's Phoenix. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Left side Paul. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
You know what to do. You talked about adjustment. So let's execute. Let's go.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
time to get into it. And hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Russell with a wide open look. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the lane.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul, and he can't bank that one in. Anderson finds Towns. Back to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Russell against Paul. Edwards with the screen for Russell. Outside Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Here's Booker. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Pass to Gobert. Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Russell. Passes it to Anderson. Tipped away. Crowder with the steal. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Gobert with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Towns. Anderson right side. Paul against Towns. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. 6 points for Devin Booker.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
The pass to Towns. Charity stripe shot. Russell from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Bridges. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Here's Booker, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton, that time getting inside and using his frame.
Russell feeling it out a bit. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. The layup missed. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bridges against Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Stolen by Anderson. Edwards with it. Bridges covering. Deep 2 from Anderson. The kick out to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Booker's shot is good.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Outside Edwards. There's the feed to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Both free throws good from Booker.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
At the end of one, both teams putting up.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Towns wide open. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And pure cash. Whenever Towns gets these types of looks, he's consistent at spraying.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Back to Crowder. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Outside Russell, a 3. Bridges with the board. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's Edwards. No good on the shot, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. At the top of the key, Towns. And no good that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
It's stolen by Edwards. One-on-one fast break. There's Russell with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Russell's got 5 points so far.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Here's Paul. And good that time. And the Suns lead by 3.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Gobert. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Here's Edwards, takes it inside, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Drives to the hoop. Anderson dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Towns, high post. He's against Crowder. Offensive rebound. Pass to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Clock at 6. There's the drive. Crowder pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Reverses. Another shot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
On the wing, Booker. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back right after halftime.
28, the Timberwolves, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the 1. Here's Russell with the 3, and stolen by Booker. Lobs it up for Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Here's Paul. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. There's the 3. Goes back up. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got 6.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Now Russell. 5 points in the game. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Booker, Edwards with the block. Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Paul with the steal. Here's Ayton into the lane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's Russell with the 3. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
At the line for the
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
taking 3 shots.
tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Booker, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. And it's Towns penetrating. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball outside. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 18 points for Devin Booker.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And they get it back. Pass to Anderson. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards from deep. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Paul finds Booker. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Phoenix ball.
52 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. It's good. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Paul with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that will allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Here is Paul. He's got 6. Passes it to Booker. Hangs, and that's 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 22 points.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time, Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Suns lead by 2. And do not go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Booker. And it goes down 2 points. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Anderson kicks to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anderson. Crowder with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Suns leading by 4. Paul goes in. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards leading the charge. Hits it from 3-point range. Edwards got 10 points in just the second half.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Towns, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Daniels is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Chris Paul taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Jay Crowder pulls it in. It's stolen by Gobert. To the inside. McDaniels. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Ayton. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Russell finds Anderson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges with the drive. The pass to Ayton. Booker up top. Edwards defended. And the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here on the floor. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Booker, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 4. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
Anderson against Paul. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Bridges outside. Booker in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
And he is unable to get the second one. Timberwolves trail by 7. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's Booker. All finds Booker. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And the Suns miss again. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. And a deep 3 from Booker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Out to the wing. Outside Edwards. Trying to get something going. That one, no good. So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end,